Dublin with Titanic skill. I duck, then I swing.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel. It's your host, Crypto Bro, also known as Brian. We are back at it again with another edition of the daily live stream. Today I'm just going to keep it nice and chill and short and sweet and to the point. It's Friday. We have a lot of things to do. Me and my lady have a lot of things to do this weekend. Actually going out for our bachelor and bachelorette parties tomorrow. So it's pretty exciting. We're going to have a good time. And I'm just going to knock this out pretty much. Just kind of here to have a chill time. We don't have that many requests here tonight, but we do have a few, so we will get those. We will definitely get those covered. And if anybody's watching and you guys have any requests or anything like that, hit me up in the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel comment section or the Facebook group chat. Just give me a heads up if you want me to do a random analysis for you. Without further ado, excuse me. Having a hard time talking today. We're going to hop right in here to NASDAQ. We're going to start off with this beautiful, delicious rejection of that yellow 21 exponential here and seeing this potential a new support here, not hold as new support. We do see a little bit of support on the red 10 simple, but again, everything is vastly negative right now as far as the momentum slope is concerned. I think the only thing that is a little positive here is the stochastics. We'll get to that in a second. But we do see a little bit of a rejection off that yellow 21 exponential, and not only that, but closing below this new tentative support, not confirming it as support, actually reconfirming it as resistance. Still, I will be looking for a pull all the way back down to this resistance, somewhere around 14,580 once again, as we potentially look for a test of the current lows here coming into next week. In my opinion, we do see RSI, and I am looking at RSI as the main laggard here. Yes, okay, it is arguable that we are, on higher highs, but man, again, look at the formation. The formation itself takes precedence over everything here, and this could easily confirm as another lower high in conjunction with this major lower high right here around 15,330. We confirm another lower high. I'm going to be looking for new lows all the way down to 14,188. Same disposition here. The stochastics has not swayed my perception just yet. Again, we do see a little bit of a pop up here from a stochastics perspective, but we don't see price action kind of following suit. I'm not saying that it can't or it won't. All I'm saying is that right now we just we got a secondary confirmation of rejection of that yellow 21, and this one being a little bit more violent definitely tells me, hey, the pressure in my opinion is still to the downside. And again, RSI a lot more telling here with a fresh dip to the downside, looking like it just barely crossed the exponential here, and the exponential not being positive. It doesn't bode well as far as the bullish perspective is concerned. Yeah, we do have a long-term uptrend structure to be to take into consideration, but playing it level by level, and the way I'm looking at price action right now, looking at it we rejected the 21. As long as price action is below this 21 exponential here, I'm going to be looking for prices to continue to the downside. I actually received a couple of good questions here today, actually from my mom. Surprisingly, she's looking to get into a couple of trading. She's learning about trading and stuff. She's brand new. She's getting into it. And one thing she asked me, she's like, Brian, how do you know when to enter a trade and when not to enter a trade? Again, I want this channel to be serviceable from an educational perspective. Again, I use the channel for my own. How do I say it? I use it for my own reasons, right? I have my own reasons for doing the channel. The visibility, that's just a bonus, right? Getting, a bunch of members to follow along and having followers and supporters is literally, a bonus. It wasn't my intention. My intention of creating a YouTube channel was to provide educational content for viewers who decide to watch a channel, and to provide a little bit of a trading journal from my perspective. So anytime I come on here, I'm going to tell you basically everything that I'm doing as far as my trades are concerned here. And one of the questions that came up was, Brian, how do you know when to enter a trade and when to exit a trade? Again, all of that is variant depending on your trading strategies, right? And the trading strategy that I particularly use, if I can speak English here today, is the 21 exponential moving average strategy here. So we're going to turn off the red 10 symbol so that I can give you guys some examples of how I use this. Again, just for fun. We're just trying to have fun, learn a couple of things here. So how I use the 21 exponential strategy here is, I look for a break above, right? I look for momentum. And again, this is, tradable from blind, right? You can use just your candlestick formations here, and the 21 exponential, which we have identified here by this yellow line, being the 21-day moving average. Again, I use the daily chart. I use the 21 exponential on the daily chart to confirm my entries and exits, right? So how I do that is I just basically wait for price action to confirm a secondary open and closure above the 21 for a long position, or a secondary open and closure below the 21 for a short position here. Again, the secondary candle closure being the catalyst of confirmation above or below a specific moving average, i.e. this one being the 21 here. And I'll give you, a nice example. And again, while I do look for really tight risk management spots off the 21, you can just enter on that secondary candle closure above, and you are statistically statistically more probable to profit from a position. So looking at NASDAQ here, and I'll give you guys an example here. We got a fresh break up, and then we got a little bit of a fake out here, a failure back below. This was a false signal, and then we got this beautiful pump to the upside, confirming a legitimate break here. And basically what we're looking for here after this initial break is a secondary candle closure above, right? We want to see the secondary candle open and close in the same day above the 21 exponential here, confirming a long entry. Yeah, you could technically wait after that signal is confirmed for a re-entry here on the back test, but you could also trade it blindly, mitigating your risk 2% below. Even in this aspect here, you could be 2% below the 21 exponential, and you wouldn't have been shaken out even if you had a late entry. So looking at this candle here, nice little back test here, maybe a little add to the position here, and then boom. As long as price action remains above the 21 exponential, I do fucking nothing. I do nothing but hit take profit zones and take profits and re-entry points, right? This region here, this low here, being a really, really good re-entry point for this 21 exponential moving average strategy. Basically hitting resistance here, you could have taken profit, boom, re-enter on the 21 exponential, take profit, re-enter, take profit, re-enter, take profit. You have plenty of opportunity here to see some juicy profits. And again, while I don't trade the NASDAQ at all, actually, I just use it to get a general feel of how the market is. That's kind of how I identify a long position. That's how I know when to enter. Again, entering on a 21 exponential moving average confirmation. I'll highlight it one more time just in case anybody missed it here, right? We're looking for an initial break above this yellow line being the 21 exponential here, right? We see the initial break, we say, okay, warning shot fired. Warning shot fired, warning shot fired. What we're looking for is a secondary open and closure candle above the 21 exponential here. And again, this is reason number one. While this is not a good entry in my opinion, because we saw the initial break of the 21, and then this could have potentially failed all the way down, right? We got a candle closure back below, confirming it as resistance. It wasn't only until 2 days later when we actually got the confirmation above the 21 exponential for an entry on position for the long side. And quite the same applies to the other side, right? Excuse me. So here's a perfect example right here. We have a little bit of fake out activity going on right here, but we don't see the initial break here until this candlestick here on the 16th of September. And then we get, a confirmation of an entry right here. And again, depending on how you want to do it, if you're more aggressive, you'll enter as soon as this candle closes, or you can be patient, take a little bit more of a risk on maybe not getting into a position, and wait for a back test of the 21 exponential. Me personally, I try to I want to start taking the more aggressive approach and just re-entering upon the first confirmation below the 21. But there's your closure below the 21, back test, boom, rejection, nice position right there. And as long as price action remains below the 21 exponential on NASDAQ, I am going to be looking for prices to continue to decline. This high, in my opinion, while it is marked by the RSI, it's inconsequential, to be quite honest with you. I am not looking at this as a major high. This is not a major high. I do not consider this move to the upside here to test the 21 exponential as a change of behavior, because it's not a change of behavior until we confirm a new legitimate high above 15,330. I'm going to turn on my red 10 simple while I rant about fun shit here. And again, as far as this one's concerned, I think that is my main disposition. Yes, I would be confident with moves to the upside. If we do see an open and closure back above this 21 exponential, I would be forced to look for a measured, a targeted move, all the way up to the current lower high. Somewhere around 15,325 spot 50 would be the next target. And not until we see an open and closure above that region will I get bullish. Until that is confirmed, I'm looking bearish as fuck. I'm looking, for price action to continue to decline as far as NASDAQ is concerned. Moving on to SPY futures here. This one actually, again, resting right on that 21, barely closing above it, and we're kind of seeing the same action once again, confirming it as resistance here. We did see a little bit of upside momentum here, but boom, sellers took over, pushes price action back below the 21. The disposition for this remains the same here. We do see RSI. Damn it, I keep doing that. We do see RSI here potentially rejecting the 50 read. This isn't even signified as a top here, so this is not new highs at all whatsoever. I'm actually going to look at this as a potential rejection information of that 50 50 read, which would confirm my bearish sentiment here. I am going to be looking for price action to retrace all the way down to the first support level at 43.58, maybe 43.60, give or take a couple of bucks, likely lower. Again, if this confirms as another lower high, I'm going to be targeting lower lows all the way down to this region here at 42.60 and potentially even lower. Especially if we close below this macro low right here at 42.96-ish, give or take. Something like that, 42.94 to 43. Yeah, so I'd say 4,300 bucks. Any closure below 4,300 bucks, things get a little concerning as far as this one's concerned, as I would be looking for new lows, and the disposition remains to be, as far as the upside bias is concerned as well. I'm not going to be bullish until, at least we take out the prior lower high right here at 44.50. And if we do get an open and closure above that region, I would look for the next target to be met somewhere around 44.79 spot 50, and then come back and look at price action from there. Again, very simple stuff here, you guys. The disposition remains the same in my opinion until proven otherwise. And again, I'm not coming on here being cocky or anything like that. I'm just going by what the market is telling me, and the market is telling me, I do believe the market is still telling me that there's pressure to the downside here as we continue to see this formation decline. We've seen bounces along the way every time so far, and every time we've hit resistance or a major critical zone here, i.e. the 21 exponential, we hit rejection, we continue to new lows here. So that's going to do it for SPY futures. Dow Jones consolidating until proven otherwise, same disposition as the other day. Any closure above 34.875, I will look for the next move all the way up to this resistance here at 35.145. But again, I don't get full-blown bullish until we take out this level here and confirm new highs above 35.520. Until that condition is met, I'm not going to be looking for those bullish extensions to new all-time highs. I'm actually just going to continue to look for lower highs, and we potentially have another lower high in formation here, which, if confirmed, I would be looking for new lows below this low, all the way down to 33.425. Give or take a few bucks here or there, but that would be the general target to the downside. But this one is consolidating. We've hit the lower side of the range, upside of the range, lower side of the range, upside of the range, and until the consolidation phase breaks here, I'm going to be looking for consolidation to continue on. RSI here, back above the 50 read, but not convincing, right? Not convincing. We do have higher highs on RSI, but again, this is the significant level that I'm looking at here, right around the 56 spot 60 read on RSI. That will convince me here that this one reverts back to a bullish sentiment if we get at least past the middle of the neutral zone, in conjunction with price action confirming new higher highs above this macro lower high right here. And even at a bare minimum, a new high above this one would be a stepping stone. It would be a start above 34.880. I just need to see higher highs, right? I need to see an uptrend in formation. I need to see, stop seeing lower highs and lower lows. And that's it. It's the same. It's the same disposition until I am proven otherwise here. Dixie's still a little bit boring. Not really taking off just yet. Closing right on the red 10 simple here. We potentially have a lower high. It's possible, but we're holding the moving averages here, and it wouldn't be out of the question to confirm a higher low on the red 10 simple before launching to new highs here. But it seems to be a little bit of a consolidation right now, so it wouldn't be out of the question to see a pullback to 93 spot 77, and just see it range for a couple of more days, maybe even a week, 2 weeks, or something like that. We have to take into consideration also with the US dollar index that volatility is crushed, which is telling me, hey, consolidation is very likely with this price action right now, because again, that climax point being the 14th of November here. I'm not going to be looking for any kind of significant price movement, at least until we see this this downtrend from volatility break to the upside. Things might get a little boring for a little while. Things might consolidate, and the most important thing from my perspective is to pay attention to is the bottom side of the range here at 93 spot 77. And the top side of the range at 94 spot 40 here. And until one of those levels breaks, I don't have a disposition to the upside or to the downside. If it does break to the downside, though, I will mention potential targets to the downside. If it does break to the downside here, the first target I'd look for is, boom, right here. Somewhere around 93 spot 47 would be my first target, just below the 21 exponential. And if we get an open and closure below the 21 exponential, I do believe this thing likely flips the other way and moves all the way down to $93 even. However, on the upside, any closure above 94 spot 41, I will look for the next extension to this region here at 94 spot 60. I am kind of curious how the weekly is looking. Not good. Not good. Weekly closing on a doji style candlestick here. And again, a reversal style candlestick is not indicative of direction of price action. Again, this one closing with a major indecision in the market here on the weekly time frame, basically telling me this one could break to the upside or to the downside. It could go either way, in my opinion. The question is, where does it go? Which is why I'm paying attention very closely to this this resistance and this support level, this daily time frame range here, as we do put pressure on the the top side, or excuse me, the bottom side of the bullish control zone here. Still running that uptrend, still very valid. The macro is still very valid as well. It wouldn't be out of the question to see some kind of pullback right now before confirming a new higher low, a macro higher low potentially, maybe even at the 50 read here before launching to those new heights. It's stochastics, a little bit of a fake out potential cross signal yesterday has been reverted with that downside price action. I really thought this was going to cross to the upside. Didn't happen. We actually got a downtick, and the cross was basically aborted here. So it's the range. It's ranging, and until that range is broken either to the upside or to the downside, I'm just going to be patiently waiting on the sidelines, waiting for that that critical indication here to confirm or deny. That's going to do it for the U.S. dollar index. I want to move over to Bitcoin here. Same thing, consolidation, definitely ranging a little bit on the daily time frame. Finding support here at $52,900 dollars here today, and hitting that resistance, boom, quick swift sell-off. We do see stochastics beginning to coil a little bit, so that is exciting in my opinion. I am still vastly bullish on Bitcoin right now until proven otherwise. We do see RSI continuing to climb to new heights, basically hitting that that bottom side of the bullish control zone here, and seeing a little bit of sell-off, a little bit of sell pressure, but again, nothing massive, right? Nothing colossal, right? Not full-blown rejection upon price action hitting this level. I mean, we did see rejection 2 times, but not full on, right? We didn't see a reversal. We didn't see it stop and reverse from this point to new support levels to the downside. So I'm still inclined to look for the new target to the upside, somewhere around 59,300, especially if this resistance here is broken at 55,700. But if we keep rejecting here, a pull to 52,770 and maybe even lower, all the way to the red 10 simple or the bottom side of this blue box territory at 49,900 would be potentially possible here, as I would be looking for another higher low. We haven't gotten a low since this region here, and we've been basically just been going up ever since this low was confirmed. Technically, this is a higher low in comparison to the last low here confirmed on the 21st. No, I don't want to restart my device. Thank you. But so technically, yeah. We technically have an uptrend. We got our high, and then boom, higher low, boom, new highs. And not only that, we confirmed change of behavior on a colossal scale. So I am going to be looking for price to extend to new heights here, potentially even over the weekend, unless proven otherwise. And that only proof otherwise, man, really would be new lows. To be quite honest with you, we could see a pullback all the way down to this region here at 44,950 and still have the potential possibility to confirm a higher low structure within that region. The only thing that would convince me that this isn't bullish right now would be a complete crash to new lows below this support level here at 40,830. That would be it. And again, I wouldn't be bearish until that point on the daily time frame. And yeah, maybe let's look at the 4 hour. What is the 4 hour? 4 hours ranging. 4 hours consolidating right now, and it likely continues to consolidate before potentially looking for a bullish reset and still maintaining price above the 21. So again, we have plenty of evidence here suggesting that this remains bullish, especially with a lot of bullish divergence confirming on the RSI and price action. I do believe this one breaks to the upside at some given point in time. It doesn't have to happen. I'm not saying, I'm a crystal ball, a prediction perfectionist here. All I'm saying is that, the probability of price action continuing to the upside still remains more than it is to the downside. That's going to do it for Bitcoin here. I'm going to do the Hall of Fame, and then I'm going to do these 3 requests, and I'm going to call it for the night. It's Friday, you guys. I want to have a good time with my lady. Hall of Fame first. Hall of Fame, target has been met, target has been met, target has been met. We got a break below the $2.55 region. I was looking for a push into that region here, and we actually finally broke it. I'm going to be looking for Monday to backtest and confirm it as new tentative resistance, but my overall overall goal here, overall target for right now is the $2.41 support level here. Again, I've been mentioning this target for quite some time. It didn't play out, and again, that's why I try to tell everybody I'm not looking for this crystal ball hocus pocus bullshit. I identify a potential target after specific signals are confirmed, and whether it happens sooner or later, I stick with my trading strategy, and I look for price action to reach that ultimate goal, and it does look like, in my opinion, this one succeeds at reaching that goal. we saw that potential cross up on the stochastics here fail, right? Just because it's, just because it's crossed does not mean it's confirmed. We need confirmation. You guys, confirmation is so important, right? We got this little fake out, right? We got new lows on stochastics here, and then we got a little bit of a bounce, like, oh, maybe we see this revert from this point here. Maybe this is our stop and reversal. Nope, just kidding, fuck you, boom, back down. New lows confirmed on stochastics, new lows confirmed on price action, new lows confirmed on RSI. And the RSI breaking that uptrend structure here. Yeah, technically you can argue, oh, but Brian, it's still valid, still valid. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I am looking at this as a break. Maybe even if you tighten this structure up a little bit, you could confirm this. It's already broken back on the 1st of October before looking for a back test of that diagonal trend line here and it getting rejected. And the proof is in the pudding, guys. The proof is in the pudding here, and I'm actually going to be looking for potential expansion of volatility as well as price action declines. Again, if price action breaks that $2.41 target here, anywhere in this blue box territory is free game, in my opinion, with a potential target all the way down to $2, even maybe $1.98. That's kind of where I would be looking for price action on the Hall of Fame. Down is my disposition. MMAT, consolidating. It's still ranging. We got the secondary candle closure above the 21 exponential, and but that bullish divergence didn't play out the way I thought it. I mean, it played out, it hit the target of the red 10 symbol, but I mean, it got rejected, man. It got rejected. So I'm just gonna chalk it up to this is just one huge consolidation phase right now at the current moment in time, and maybe a bullish reset. We are seeing new lows confirmed on stochastics, as well as a rejection of that 50 read, or not the 50 read, the exponential here, which still remains negative. It's really tough to call, but I would pay attention to the most two critical levels here. Again, the bottom side of the range being $4.80, break below there. I would look for a move all the way down to $3.62, and on the flip side, I would gain confidence for a move up to the resistance here at $6.36 if we see an open and closure above the red 10 simple. We do technically have a confirmation signal here, but I don't like the way momentum oscillators look with that confirmation above the 21 here. Again, we do have a perceived edge. I'm likely to take that edge. I trade MMAT, right? I do trade MMAT, so I'm likely to take that edge just to give it a shot. It's going to be a smaller position. If it confirms, I'll wait for a back test and different signals to confirm before re-upping and adding more to the position. So I'm actually taking the littlest amount of risk possible on this move here. And again, because my rule book tells me it's like a, how do I want it? It's like a forbidden rule not to take an edge, right? We got a low. We got a low on bullish divergence. We broke the 21 exponential. The 21 exponential is positive. Technically, it is positive. And we got our secondary candle closure closing right above that 21 exponential. We have an edge, everybody. We have an edge. That is confirmation for me to enter in a position, barring any other complications with momentum oscillators. Obviously, I would like to see critical signals on momentum oscillators that would vastly improve my confidence on this move here, and on this position. Am I confident at all? Fuck no. But per my rule book, again, I generated my own trading rules after studying for 4 years, and told myself, if I see a perceived edge, pick your edge. My edge being the 21 exponential. If you identify a move on that perceived edge or a confirmation on that perceived edge, you take it. No matter what, you take that perceived edge. And I've taken this perceived edge, or I will be taking this perceived edge. I will actually look for pre-market Monday to open a position on this. And to be quite honest with you, I can get stomped out immediately. And you know what? I don't care, because I followed my rule book. I stuck with my edge. I'd rather take an edge that's perceived than not take one, and then this one absolutely go through the roof and confirm new highs, right? So I'm taking the perceived edge. We have confirmation, and technically I'm supposed to look for the upside. Although again, I do put weight on the momentum oscillators here. The momentum oscillators not really giving me confidence. Maybe only the RSI supporting the 50 read, but really just looking weak on that exponential. And stochastics confirming new lows. The momentum oscillator is not really giving me confidence on MMAT on the daily time frame here with price action. But again, That's my disposition. That's my disposition on MMAT. I'll cover it one more time. We did get that closure above the 21 exponential, so I will be looking for price action to move back up again to the red 10 simple. And open and closure above the red 10 simple will convince me of a move to this resistance here at $6.35. However, if we close below the 21 exponential here, I'll be looking for new lows. I'll be looking for a retest of this support level here at $4.78. And until proven otherwise, as far as big moves are concerned, those are the only two levels that I'm paying attention to. A break down below the level of support or a break above the resistance here. Cardano, probably boring as shit, just like Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and look for that. Back below the 20, consolidation, definitely ranging here. And again, anytime I see a range, the disposition remains the same. Until the range breaks here, I have no disposition. I'm going to be looking for a pull to the $2.19 region, or a move to the top side of the range at $2.28. And until one of those levels breaks here, I'm going to be looking for this to continue consolidating here. Stochastic is very evident of that, kind of giving you a little bit of like potential coiling action in the bullish neutral zone. And RSI, consolidating, straight up consolidating, going sideways here, right at that 50 read, continuing to use that read as resistance, and continuing to support the exponential as well. It is kind of sloping up, which does lead me to believe that potentially this one breaks out from a bullish perspective, but we don't have confirmation on that yet. Basically just coiling around these two horizontal supports and resistance lines here. If we do break the upper side of the range here on the daily time frame, I will look for a move up to this region, which I'm going to remark so that you guys can fucking see. I'd be looking for this region here. If price action breaks the top side of the range here, I'd be looking for $2.51 to the upside, and quite the opposite here to the downside. I would be looking for $1.98 if we do break the bottom side of the range. And that, that could open up the potential possibility of a greater range. You can see it. It's consolidating. And again, the trend is your friend until the end. It's consolidation until the end of consolidation. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. That's my disposition on Cardano. Matic, M-A-T-I-C. Matic mother trucker. Gonna redo this chart. Actually, let me make it big. Let me go boom, 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 boom. This one actually broke the range. Boom. Looking to potentially confirm this as new tentative support here. I do like this one for a move up. If we confirm the support here, I do like this one for a move up to right there, about 144, maybe. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that, and things get a little bit more interesting if we break that resistance as well here. If we confirm this region as support, I will be looking for price action to blast through this resistance here at 142. I'd actually be more comfortable with looking for a move up to $1.62, and quite the opposite here. Any reversion back down, especially below the $1.24 region here, I would be targeting new lows. Potentially below this support here at $1.04. But again, Bitcoin looking really nice and juicy. I would imagine if Bitcoin decides to boom to the upside, Matic likely does the same here. Let's see what momentum's doing. I don't like that. I don't like that. That doesn't sit well with my gut. A rejection of the critical read here, but again, not necessarily a bad thing right now, but already we see rejection of the critical read. Not too healthy, but we are putting new highs in on RSI and basically building something of an uptrend back above the 50 read here. Look at the exponential is back above the 50 read, so we do have a couple of points of confidence here. Low volatility, inconsequential. But we do have an uptrended formation here, right? We do have higher highs, right there, and now we confirming new highs again. So maybe this one continues to the upside. I want to keep the levels that I have as simple as possible. I want to try to keep inconsequential zones irrelevant from the topic of conversation here, and pay attention to major levels. This one being a major level to me at the current moment in time. Confirming this as support will be very good. We potentially have a nice 21 exponential trade here going on. I'll be more confident too if we do extend and see that 21 gain positive slope. And that's going to be it. That's going to do it for the stream tonight, you guys. Again, short video. I do apologize, but I kind of want to hang out with my woman. It's Friday, it's the weekend. I want to get as much time in with her as I can. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you are new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. And until next time, everybody, you know what it is. You know what it is. Stay safe.